Hey guys, John and Miriam here of John and Miriam's Travel Vlog, where today we're going to answer a few more viewer questions, and this time I've actually got Miriam here with me to help me answer the questions.
And keep you straight.
And keep me straight if that's possible. All right, let's start at the top. This question came in from Speedster Johnny. He's one of our frequent flyers on our channel. Is another Spyder in the forecast for Miriam once she gets her license?
It's a good question. I'm kind of playing it by ear to see how the training goes and what I think after that. Let's just say it's a possibility, but I'm not going to make a commitment just yet.
Well, one of the other logistics problems is there's only enough room in the garage for one Spyder. Yeah. So yours have to sit outside in the rain. The other problem is if I open the garage door to want to go somewhere in the Spyder and there's no Spyder, that might be a motivating factor, but we'll just play that by ear. But these are not cheap pieces of equipment. A lot of time and money has to go into actually buying and paying for these things. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Yes. All right. John Newman asked, did we consider other trikes before we decided on the Spyder? The short answer is yeah, but it didn't take very long. There were several other manufacturers out there that make three-wheel motorcycles, but only one who makes a three-wheel motorcycle from the ground up to be a three-wheeled motorcycle, and that is the Can-Am Spyder. The Can-Am Spyder, based on some of the display videos I saw, has greater stability, better control, and strangely enough, I like the idea of an actual geared reverse in the transmission. The other trikes do not have a geared reverse. The reverse is actually operated through the starter mechanism. I don't like that, so that's one of the pluses, and the fact it's designed from the ground up. And actually it's a kind of a unique design all the way around with two wheels in the front, one in the back, so it causes a lot of commotion when you're around crowds in parking lots and rest stops and such. So that makes it quite interesting. But yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you've done a whole video on why and how you researched and chose the Spyder, so maybe we should just suggest viewing that.
Yeah, we got a bunch of videos. So, all right, on to the next question. So I think we answered that one. So now, see if we can find another question here. This one's to you, Miriam. What did you think when John suggested getting a motorcycle?
Well, John is a really talented sales negotiator, so I didn't know that he was priming me for this, but I think that was the intent, because he was enamored with Ewan McGregor's videos, Long Way Down and Long Way Round, and after he had watched it, he invited me to view those videos with him, and I was enthralled as well. So then I think you had done some research and started to talk a little bit about the Spyder, and we were, bebopping around town running some errands. It happened to be my birthday, and I suggested that maybe we go over to the local dealership just to see what it was all about, and that's really how it all began. So it was, I think you were a little bit ahead of me in the research and that kind of thing, but once we sat on it and heard the sales pitch at the dealership, I think we both were interested in achieving that goal. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, as an analytical, I had the pluses and the minuses, and one of the discussions we were having one night as we were preparing dinner was the safety record of motorcycles, and I was told, well, you can't live forever. So that's what I heard, and I said, all right, let's move forward. So we proceeded with the selection process. Okay.
What else you got?
All right. Sidekick wanted to know which intercom system that we used. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'll tell you what it is, and I'll tell you why I'm not impressed with it and probably any of the others. We have the BTS2. It's a inexpensive model. It performs just as well as the other big brand names that cost a lot more. We got a pair of them. I believe it was about $100 $120 for a set.
like that.
And they only pair with each other. You can't pair them with a group of motorcycles like you can with the Center or the other high-end motorcycle intercom systems. The downside is I'm 60 years old and flying airplanes for a long time. My high-frequency hearing is gone. So with the volume turned up full, it's very difficult for me to hear Miriam talking to me. I really prefer the earbuds, and I would like to change over to another system where I have a louder speaker system in the helmet or the earbuds. Another plus from the earbuds is it kills some of the background noise that you get from the engine, the road, and the wind. Makes it a quieter ride, which makes it more pleasant, and you're able to stay in the saddle for longer. So yeah, the intercom is the BTS2. It's a fine unit, but I'm looking for something a little bit better.
Yeah, had problems pairing it when we set out too.
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth system, so it's a little tricky. If your phones are already set to Bluetooth for something else, you have to make sure that those are completely turned off before you pair the intercom. That's every time you turn on the system. It's a little time consuming, so I think the hardwired system is probably something we're going to progress towards, but we'll see. One of the questions that came up is, have we considered a trailer for our Spyder? Yeah, just for Miriam's stuff. No, just...
That's not that bad.
Yes, there's only 5.5 cubic feet of storage space on the Spyder. And for really long trips, as you've been following our channel, I'm considering going cross country sometime, hopefully this fall. And I think there's enough room for me to store my gear in the Spyder. And when we get to the West Coast, I think Miriam's going to fly and meet me there. Then we're going to tour around the West Coast area, and then we'll fly home together and ship the Spyder. 5.5 cubic feet is enough for me, and I'm going to ship Miriam's gear ahead of time via UPS or FedEx. That way her gear will be there, that we can share that, so I will not have all the gear I need for the long cross-country portion. And if we have a trailer for this particular trip, for the cross-country trip, it would cause the expense of shipping it home to double. It's already going to be between $1,500 and $2,000, and I don't want to pay that much for the luxury of hauling more gear. But it is in the works. We do look forward to getting a trailer. Can-Am does have a trailer that they actually manufacture and sell, along with a factory trailer hitch that wires into the electrical system. Integrates quite well, so we're looking forward to getting that so we can carry more gear and travel further, stay longer, and just have more stuff, but not right away.
Yeah, it would definitely be more convenient. I know the short trip we took last July to the mountains, we were packed so full for 4 days that we stopped at a farmer's market, and we bought one item. It was just some focaccia bread, not very large, and it was like a Tetris puzzle. We couldn't figure out where to put it. We were so packed to the brim.
Yes. So when we do future trips, I'm learning to carry less and less stuff and to just economize on space. And you're surprised what you really have to have with you when you travel, even though when we travel with our style, we're trying to prepare our own meals with us on the road and keep the cost down. So it's a fun challenge. Okay, just a short list today just to answer a few of the viewer questions, and we appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions, we're far from the experts on travel or motorcycles, but if we blaze a path somewhere down the road that we can share our experiences with you to make your trip a little bit more easier, or something you want to hear about how we do something, let us know in the comments below. We'll be glad to bring it up in a future episode of Beer and Pizza Night.
Thanks for watching.
Y'all take care.